It's been over a month ago since I first discovered the Blackwell Ghost streaming on Amazon Prime. Honestly, I had passed it over in the suggestions menu several times, but it was one of those late nights where I wanted one last movie and this one was only an hour or so long. The first interesting thing about this film is that it is described as a documentary. In fact, there was no mention of this being a horror film or even found footage in any description I could find. Now, I'm a paranormal enthusiast and have been an investigator for years, so I was further excited as the film began and the filmmaker in voiceover talked about his experiences making zombie movies in Los Angeles and how he decided to try something new. In short, he wanted to make a documentary about the paranormal, and his interest had grown from a viral video that had made the rounds on YouTube of supposed actual paranormal phenomena caught on CCTV. Over the next hour, I watched as the amateur documentarian went on his own adventure investigating a home in Pennsylvania. Supposedly, in the 1940s, the home was owned by James and Ruth Blackwell. Ruth had a reputation for being a bit strange, so it was no surprise to her neighbors when she was accused of murdering 7 children and disposing of their bodies down the well in the basement. Throughout the film, he never once wavers in his assertion that what he and his wife, Terry, are experiencing is actually real. Furthermore, he backs up those claims with alleged research proof of the history of the home. I have to admit, by the end of the film I wasn't entirely sure what to believe. What I knew for sure was that it was a hell of a movie that I thoroughly enjoyed. Over the next few days, I watched the film 5 or 6 more times. I showed it to local friends and recommended it to others. Everyone seemed to really enjoy it, but their reactions were the same across the board. They just weren't sure they could believe what they were watching. We live in a post-paranormal activity world, in an era filled with technology where the line between reality and illusion seems to blur more and more every day. And while belief in the paranormal is actually growing, there is a general certainty that we won't find it on film. Perhaps it was natural that my reporter's sense kicked in at this point. I am a paranormal investigator and have spent a large part of my life pursuing those mysteries. In other words, to embrace the cliche, I want to believe. If you are out there reading this, I encourage you to check out the trailer for the Blackwell Ghost below and stream it on Amazon Prime. Thank you for watching this video.